Hey there, my fellow lunatics. Dakon the Mad here, and we're doing another episode of Minecraft. This is going to be kind of a short one. I've been playing on my friend Visual Confusion's server for Minecraft for the last few weeks, maybe a month or so now. And unfortunately, due to some financial complications, the server's going to get shut down for a while. And hopefully it'll be back, but it might not. The build I started for the Yawning Portal Tavern is on that server, and so we're going to have to move that over to my single player realm to complete that build. So, in the meantime, though, I wanted to show off Viz's server because it has a lot of fun stuff in it, and I figured just in case it doesn't come back, I want some sort of record, just kind of showing off what it was. So it looks like I'm in my slime farm, so we will start with my slime farm. Nothing special about this place. This is just a little farm that I made recently that is for slime balls. I hadn't finished decorating it yet, but as you can see, I had started. It's going with a chiseled stone kind of look, as well as some deep slate tile up here. But unfortunately, I might not ever finish it. I know this part's so exciting, climbing the ladder. The upper area just mostly had loot boxes from me digging out, trying to find a slime chunk. That was a fun experience since I couldn't pull the world seed because Viz has disabled the ability for me to pull world seeds from this place or accessing the command prompt in any way. So I had to dig out slime chunks and find my slime chunk that way. I made this little hut as an entrance. Nice little entrance to the slime farm. Wanted the place to look a little pretty, a little almost woodsy, kind of like a witch's cottage. So I planted some trees with some vines. I think it kind of came out nice. I think it looks very woodsy. Very witch's cottage kind of place. So I know it's nighttime, and you can see the Christmas tree that I made lit up in the distance. But we'll get it today here in just a minute. This is the iron farm. Makes iron and bone meal. Let's go get things changed over to morning. This whole area that's covered in darkness, you can't really see much off in the distance. It's pretty hidden over here. But there's some more farms there. They're just not well lit. Nothing special, just like a bamboo farm. I think there's a sugarcane farm and a gunpowder farm. They're all automated, so they run. And then over in this area is nothing but flat space. There were plans to build a whole bunch of just village-type buildings over here, but they never came to fruition. You can see these lights in the distance that I'm circling at the moment. These are another player. His name's Quack. That's his house. We'll go take a look at that in a bit. This is the garden with the Nether Portal and the bee hives. This is our little bee farm. Unfortunately, all the bees despawned, so we don't really have any bees in there doing anything at the moment. It's the Christmas tree. And you can see off in the distance, just barely hidden off to the top left of the Christmas tree, is the Zeppelin that Viz had started to build, but never finished. This is my tower. I built this, not my design. my work area. I put a bed down here just because I'm lazy and I don't want to go all the way up to the top floor every time I have to sleep. But let's look around the tower a little. Got some decorations here. A lot of bookshelves. Oops. This is my main storage area. Nothing fancy. And my enchanting room. Again, nothing really fancy. I hadn't fully decorated this place yet. I've been meaning to like put some armor on there and maybe put another flower pot up here, but I just never got around to it. There is an exit to the rest of the town here. We'll get to that. Again, just some more storage. I never really got around to decorating this landing. I wasn't really sure what to put here. Up here, I have more furnaces and a little enchanting table. I always meant to put like a zombie head up here, but I never got around to actually getting a zombie head. My fire pit. Little reading nook. And then here's my bedroom. Nothing really fancy about this place. Just a nice little tower. Over here we have the gold and iron statues that Viz made just because he had enough gold and iron to do it. This is the, I think he called this the Amogus, the Amigus, the Amogus. I don't know. This was an old statue that was put up back when the server first started, and I was told I'm not allowed to chop it down. Got a little forest surrounding my wizard tower. Here's a better view of the tower. And again, my Christmas tree. You can see the Zeppelin in the top corner there. So I've got this little area that I call the Undercroft. This area is where I have my mine. If you go down here, we're not going to go down here. But that extends down into my diamond mine. And then I have a little jail that I made. Got a basic lock on it. Whenever the lock is in that position, the jail cell doors open. And I can descend down into the dungeon. None of these jail cell doors here open, although I had considered making that a possibility. But ultimately I decided against it since this whole place is really just for show. I also had meant to put some cobwebs down here, but I never found a mine where I could actually get cobwebs. And we don't have any spider farms, so I wasn't able to get cobwebs that way. Just turn this. And there we go. Closed again. Can't get in. So this path takes you to the fountain. I think this was always meant to be the center of town, but it never really emerged that way. Up here's the flat space where more building was meant to go, but never came about. And let's go see Quacks. I'm going to take a shortcut if y'all don't mind. So he's just got these stairs leading up, very grand looking. I'm sure that they would be even cooler if he had time to decorate them. Ooh, this is new. I haven't seen this room before. Ah, looks like Quack's got a little storage space here. Looks very nice. I like the armor. I like his reflecting pool here. This is very simple, but very Grecian, I think, in its design. And a nice little, I wish I had a pagoda like this at my own home, where I could just sit here, enjoy a little fire pit, hang out with some friends, have a beautiful view. Because, look at the view of the village. He's got an even better view inside. Let's go take a look. So here's his kitchen. Very modern looking. And here we go. Look at that view. Great view. A little bed set up here. Nice little loft. He's got a nice place. Very quaint. And the best part is it's completely original, I've built a lot of really good looking stuff here in town, but I got all of my designs from YouTubers, so nothing that I made is original. This is original, so I got to give him props for it. From the fountain square here, there's a path. I see I need to eat. This leads to the Temple of He. The Temple of He is kind of a joke going on among the community here. The Temple He is a cat. And it's a cat that is really, really cute. And is just all over the Discord channel. There's tons of memes we've made about this cat. And so we decided that it was important to worship this cat because all cats deserve worship, don't you think? Oh, there really should be a book here. But this is the temple or the church of He. I like the stained glass. I think they did a really good job with it. And a little cemetery. Very basic, but also very cute. All right, so let's continue on. And we're walking. So here we have close-up of the two giant statues. And the bell. I didn't even know there was a bell here. Tells you how often I take this path. This is a nice little path, very nicely overgrown, although in my opinion it's a bit too straight. It needs to have some more curves in it. But that's just my take. Here we have another reflecting pool. This really is the center of town, but this whole area is kind of in ruins. The Nether Portal used to be right over here, but we moved it to the square by my tower. So now there's just this ruined Nether Portal mushroom wreck that is this area. Overgrown, underused. I kind of like its aesthetic, but it is definitely a ramshackle ruin of an area. I have no idea who originally owned this hut. It's very, very simple. It goes down into a maze of mines down below, and there's nothing fancy about this place at all. I'm not sure who owns it, but it is what it is. This is also an entrance to a mine that I built. Again, I didn't design this, but I did build it. And it will take you down into that same maze of mines that the other building over there has. Here we have the main farm. It's not automated in any way, so if you want your food, you have to pick it yourself. And here is the main ranch. Also not automated in any way. You need to go in there and get your own wool or whatever you need. This building here, this is Visual Confusion's main house. I hate going in and out of this place. Those doors open so quickly, close so quickly. But here's Viz's place. He's got a nice little area. When I first moved into the server, I spent a lot of time here. I used all of his furnaces. I took a lot of his stuff because he said I could. Probably foolish of him. He's got a little enchanted area here. Very pretty. I don't know why there are random blocks in his territory, but he has random blocks. Storage. This whole tunnel down here is just nothing but storage. Storage. All of this is public storage that anyone is pretty much welcome to use. He hasn't expanded it, but he's left it open for expansion. I think it's very elegant, very put together nicely. He did a good job with it. It's not super fancy, but it is good. All right, it's nighttime again. Let's make it day. Oh my god, really? He keeps zombies. I don't know why he keeps zombies, but he keeps zombies. I think my Christmas tree looks great at night. I think my little garden looks pretty nice at night too. Lit up very well. All right, let's continue on with the tour. So over here to our left, we have this grave of Legged McQueen, who basically just quit the server as just another player. So we made a grave for him. We also had a grave here for another player named Tick, who had left the server as well. He had gotten banned, but he got unbanned, so he came back. And so I changed his grave to be dug up. I feel that that's appropriate. Over here, we have the villager area. So we've got our breeding pits up there. Well, pits. We've got our breeding loft up here. I don't know what those two villagers are doing down here. I think they're supposed to be up there breeding. And then we've got a bunch of enchantment vendors. Just a whole row of them. And a whole row of iron and smiths. Basically, the whole purpose of this is we trade iron for emeralds. And with our iron farm, it basically gives us infinite emeralds. So once we have infinite emeralds, we have infinite enchantments and infinite diamond gear. So that makes this whole area a very, very useful part of the village. Because it keeps us equipped and keeps everything enchanted. More villagers over here with different things. And then this is where we were planning to expand it someday. Just hadn't done so yet. Otherwise, there's not much else in this room. It's just kind of a clutter. That area this is community territory. Everyone uses it, so it does get kind of messy as people move things around, and not everyone puts everything back the way they left it. So now we'll head over here, and this is the town map. Give everyone a chance to just kind of soak in our territory. Got the Church of He to the south. We're currently standing at the little green dot just east of Viz's house. We're going to look at Lizard's place soon, and we're going to look at Emma's and Griddle's as well. we'll continue and do everything here inside town before we go outside and look at the Coliseum area. We're going to finish the tour there. So let's go ahead and get back to the tour with Lizard's house. This is Lizard's house. It's got a nice little entrance that I always have a hard time getting into. But he has it very minimalist. He never really decorated this main floor. The lower floor here, however, he's got it pretty well organized. He's got a bunch of hoppers set up here that don't go anywhere, which I think is very strange, but, you know, to each their own. Otherwise, he continues with the minimalist kind of look. No real decoration, just storage. And then I bet you that goes down into his diamond mines. His upstairs area is equally as Spartan, with just no real interior decorating. However, he does have little gardens here on the sides. And a bone horse, apparently. Let's go out back, where we can see the turtle farm, which from the outside here doesn't look all that impressive, you know? But then you go underneath, he's got like this little underwater wonderland for the turtles. I kind of like this little aquatic oasis. I think it looks nice. I spent some time down here breeding turtles, and that was fun. I needed to get a shell helmet. I'll show you guys why I needed the shell helmet. There's nothing in this building. I don't know if this is Lizard's house or if this was someone else's house, but this house is empty, unused, and there's just nothing here. It's just a building. It's pure decoration. Next, we're going to Emma's place. This is Emma's house. She also did not design this. She got the design from a YouTuber. But it's a pretty cool little design. Cute little house. She's got a garden here. Looks like pumpkin garden. Let's go inside. Oh, she's redecorated. When I last saw it, this place was just full of storage. But now she's turned it to like a little kitchen. I like the look. I like the look a lot. All right, let's see what else. Oh, she's got a dog. A puppy. So she's moved all of her storage in here. All right. Looks like this is her bed. More storage. Skulker box, huh? Cool. What's up here? More storage in her attic. Cute little attic. And that leads down into her mine. All of these mines all crisscross. And you can pretty much dig into anyone's mine from the main mine. And yeah, actually though, wait a minute, hold on. No, I think Emma has something different down here. Let's go take a look. Because Emma does this underwater thing. I think that's in this base. Yeah, more storage. Yes. Look at this. I knew Emma had something special. Cute little fireplace. Oh, wow. Look at this. And this is all under the lake. Right next to the the community villager huts. We had that little lake that you had to cross on the bridge. This is underneath that. This is so cool. I think at one point, actually, when I was digging in the mines, I accidentally broke into that area, her little base, and I had to seal it all back up because I was like, oh, shoot, I don't want to ruin her design. Let's go somewhere else. So that is Emma's house. And now we will head over to Griddle's. Griddle's place, I think, is in the middle of transition because normally these tracks aren't here. Yeah, normally these tracks aren't. Oh, wow, it's dark in here. Do I have a light on me? I don't. So Griddle, it's really hard to see, but there is a lot of water. Griddle's made this little, like, dark, cavey sort of ambiance with a path that leads into a restaurant. So he's got all these tables and chairs and this nice, cool little restaurant he set up. Got a kitchen over here. I think it looks really cool, like a big old industrial kitchen with a fridge, maybe a little chef's table, and a lot more stuff, a lot more dining areas, basically. And what he's supposed to have is none of this track is supposed to be here, right? None of this track. And then this fireplace is supposed to be, a big old fire pit. And then there's a button on the bottom. And you push the button and the doors of the walls of the fire pit basically move, revealing this hidden area of storage, as well as another villager trader area. But he's in the process of redesigning all of this, so it's all kind of a mess right now. None of it's actually set up the cool way it's supposed to be. But you can see here the sticky pistons that he uses to create that little speakeasy kind of hidden area. God, it's night already. Day-night cycles, man. Let's take a quick fly. I'm going to give everyone a nice overview. So here we go. Here's the kind of a view of everything from up above as night falls and you can see twilight descend. Right in front of us is my tower with my Christmas tree in the background. The main square, the farms, Viz's place, Emma's house in the distance. I'm going to go sleep so that we can bring morning, and then we're going to go look at this area next. This is the shopping center where people built a bunch of shops. And we've got a couple other private houses here in the back for a couple more players. Got this wooded area here that leads over to the Church of He. And then there's all the open, hard to see right now because it's night landscape. We'll take a look at all this again in the day. As I bash my face into the rocks. And let's go look at all that one more time now that it's morning. Oops. Bit low. All right, well, that'll do. So once again, you can see in front of me my tower. Here's the farming areas. The center of town. Lizard's place with Emma's house in the distance. Off in the distance there are all the various automated farms. The Church of He and the flat space. So now I went a little far. Forgive me. This is the shopping center. The purpose of this area is just for, people to claim a little bit of space. It's a community area. Build yourself a store and sell any goods that you happen to get on your various travels. Viz started by kind of building some free community resources for everybody. It consisted mostly of food and fireworks. The fireworks are all gone. There's still plenty of food in here, though. A lot of people claimed territory but never actually did anything. I think this is, someone named Casey. Never actually built anything, just claimed this spot. Lizard claimed 7 1x1 plots for absolutely no reason than to be a weirdo. So, hey, whatever, Liz. This is my store. Again, this is not my design. I can't make anything this beautiful, not by a long shot. This was designed by an actual architect, Japanese architect. So it's designed to look like an actual Japanese shop, which I really, really love. I think it's got a really nice kind of look to it. Making these candles was a lot of fun. Look at that. Look how cool that candle is. This was made by overlapping a whole bunch of armor stands and then using pistons to smash a trapdoor to the bottom when it was originally up at the top. Kind of cool. Kind of cool design. So I modified it a little. His design didn't have any of these doors here, but I got to keep my villagers safe. Plus, the villager's sitting in a minecart because he keeps wandering. This whole area is open and these villagers wander. So he's just decoration. Yeah, he's got a job. Yeah, he's got an inventory, but his inventory doesn't really refresh because he's, in a minecart. So I had originally thought that he would stay behind his blocks like an idiot. So I built him this little sleeping area down below. There was no trapdoor at the time. I was like, okay, this is a little sleeping spot for him. He'll be fine. He'll love it. He'll stay in his little hut. And no, he didn't. He went running. So now he stays in the minecart. So he stays put. But inside the shop is where I actually sell things. So you can buy various stuff that I have for sale in one of these barrels. This is the upstairs kind of dining, sleeping area. This is where I needed the turtle shell for. I put that helmet that's made from it. That's a tortoiseshell helmet. I buried in there for decoration using a bunch of pistons to kind of slam it down. It was fun. What is this? Why is that in here? I don't know why random blocks of dirt just seem to appear places. I don't know if it's the Enders doing that or what, but I'm still too new to Minecraft to know all these little details. Here's Lizard's shop. Very basic. Really nothing in it. Just a bunch of things for sale. I don't even know who this belongs to. It's cool, though. I like that they kind of designed it like a little mine. It's a nice design for a shop. Different. It's not a block lizard. Or PC guy with his block shop. It's literally... Well, at least he owns it, Actually, he did a good job decorating. You know, his place, he put in chairs. Look at this guy. Oh, and it goes down. Okay, no, I take it back. This is actually interesting. This doesn't suck. It's just boring on the outside, that's all. Yeah, my place is cool looking. Anyway. Got one more shop here. Well, we've got a couple more shops here. This is the general store. This one's got a lot of stuff in it. This one's Griddle Shop, and he sells all sorts of things. If you want a custom-built gear set, or you want a whole bunch of weird things, he sells beds so that you can go blow up beds in the nether. He sells carpets for some weird reason. He sells enchantments. Griddle's the one that has... Ooh, he sells Elytra? Really? Nice. Anyway, Griddle's the one that has that other villager area set up. So he's been doing all sorts of stuff. Last shop is the Builder's Depot, which looks like it's closed down. But it's also pretty boring. Just an empty block. I think this is PC Guy's place. Or Gamer That Plays house. Okay. I think he made a nice little house. Original design. Still a square, you know, but at least it's an interesting square. And he made a Christmas tree. Look at that. There's even presents underneath. I'd considered making presents on mine, but I just hadn't done it yet. Finally, there's the Nether Portal. And the last place on our tour of Inside Town is a little mine. Thought I was moving slowly. Gotta eat. Oops. Wrong way. Follow the torches. So here we have it. The last interior base. I don't remember who this belongs to. This may be PC Guys. I don't know. This is someone's house. And it's not very pretty. It's just a mine that keeps going down into big rooms like this. And it keeps doing it. There's nothing else there. So that's the town. And finally, we will head out of town. To get to our last couple of places. We have the bridge that leads to the gates. I built these gates and these walls here. I didn't do all the walls going around. If you see the walls that are just one, like that there in the middle, those were originally placed by Viz when he mapped out the chunks that would auto-load whenever the game was loaded. So, here is my guardhouse. Again, I did not design this. But it turned out nicely and is a good entrance to our town. Here's a boring little square house that belongs to another player. At least it's 2 stories and not perfectly square. But the big thing out here is the Coliseum. This mine is new. He's actually changed a few things since I was last here. That little gate with the horse is new too. And I have not been to the Coliseum since they finished it. It was still heavily under construction when I was last here. But look at this beauty. Coliseum is equipped with 3 biomes. We've got a desert biome. We've got the nether biome. And on the other side of the nether biome, I guess I'm jumping over lava. Let's just do that. We've got, on the other side of this nether biome here, we've got a forest biome, which it's nighttime, so it's just too dark to see. Let's go sleep. Oops. Let's do a quick once over of the place. Here is the Coliseum. We always meant to do like a gladiatorial games here, but we just hadn't scheduled it yet. It would be a shame if this thing remains unused. But at the very least, I can show it off. All right, that did something, but I have no idea what. Let's see what that did. Did that close? Yeah, that closed the gate. That is so cool. You can close the gate. Let the games begin. And then you open the gate. Oh. That's so well done. Griddle did most of the red block work. He's really good with red block. He actually helped me with all of my red block work as well. I couldn't get the bars in my undercroft working properly. I mean, I got them working just fine, but then I was trying to make it work with the lock, and I couldn't get the lock to connect to the stone or to the jail doors. So he helped me get that set up. Really, really appreciated that. But this is our village. This is our village that we have all spent months and months working on. I'll be sad if it doesn't come back, but you know, if this is the end of the village, then at least it had a really good run. And at least, you know, I could show it off at least once. So that everyone could see all the hard work that everyone put in. Here are the farms. To making this village what it is. Wait a minute. Why are those... Ooh, there must have been a fire. Look at this. They're all torn up. That just happened. Whoa. My building is damaged. What happened here? You see all this? Wow. I don't know what happened here. Maybe a lightning strike? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how it works. That's weird. Hopefully it's not just a bug that did that, because that would be disappointing. Lastly, I want to show off a little bit of stuff in the Nether. Because we did spend a lot of time in the Nether. And we did set up some pretty cool stuff out there. Like, we have a lot of Nether farms. You come in through the portal, and these doors all lead to various Nether farms all over the place. But most importantly, you go up these stairs. We've got two areas that branch off. You can take this path that I built, which I like to call the Patchwork Road. And that leads off into the Nether to a couple other portals and to our Blaze farm, which we'll get there in a minute. Or you can keep going up. And if you keep going up, you go up to the top of the Nether. Now we're above it. If you go this way and follow the lanterns, you'll head over to my survival area that I started, I think my very first video, maybe even, I think my first two videos for Minecraft are related to that. All the build work that I'd started doing, all the survival series stuff that I started to do was all done at the portal that's on the far end of that. So going that way will get you to that spot. Right here, this is our leather and cooked pork chop farm. You just go all the way up to the top there and go AFK, and it will generate pigs, and then they will get chopped up, killed, and you get free pork chops and stuff. Along this area here, there's two portals. This first portal just leads to a pillager outpost that I found. So I put a portal there because I thought it'd be useful. And then the second one here, this leads to the stronghold in the overworld that leads down to the end. This is where I was building the tavern, the Yawning Portal style tavern. I actually had done a lot of setup work for the next video. I had actually gotten rid of the mountain that was right here, cleared out a whole lot of territory and a bunch of dirt, rubble. I just spent a lot of time clearing so that I had all the materials that I would need to actually build this thing for my next video. But it looks like I'm not going to be able to do that. Since the server's shutting down. Like I said, I'm going to redo this. There's the end portal. I'm going to redo this on my own private server and get this back up and running, but it may take me a couple days to get that going again. In the meantime, do not go through the death portal. I messed up heavily. I've had to redo the portals a couple of times over here, and they don't link to the portal above the overworld. They link to a portal that it created in the Nether area, not above the Nether area. And that portal area happens to be in a tiny little cave that when I tried to dig out of it, I was surrounded by lava. And so I managed to flee and leave, but the entire cavern is now filled with lava. So if you go through that portal, you portal into lava. And that's it. You're dead. There's nothing you can do. You can't step out of it and back in because it's lava. You're screwed if you go through this portal. So it's kind of a one-way portal now to get to here. But fortunately, that pillager area that I mentioned, that pillager tower, is right here. So I can just take its portal and get back into the Nether area. Man, definitely don't like. So that portal will get you to the stronghold, but it won't get you back from the stronghold. this here, this is my favorite. This is our XP farm. It also is a gold farm, so you can get gold nuggets, gold ingots, whatever you need gold-wise. But most importantly, this whole area here lets you see these pigs. They all go into these contraptions where they just start falling and dying and getting chopped up. And you just get unlimited experience points. So that's been really useful also for giving us our unlimited enchanting, because with our unlimited iron, it gets us our unlimited enchanted books, gets us all of our unlimited emeralds, everything that we need for our gear. And we come up to that tower, get 200 or 300 levels worth of experience, and then build up all of our books and our armor. Really useful if you die and lose all your stuff. So here along the patchwork path, there is, it just takes you down to a portal and a road. The road takes you to our blaze farm. Hey, just die, please. Thank you. The road is just a series of lamps that leads you to the blaze farm, and then the portal leads you to a water temple area that one of our other players basically just hollowed out and destroyed. I'll go show it off real quick, but it's nothing really fancy. It's just a giant hole in the water. This area is always on fire. There's ghosts or specters or whatever those things are called all over the place. So here it is. The giant hole in the water where there used to be an underwater temple that has basically just been harvested for all of its stuff. And it's surrounded by sand. That's all that's here. In the meantime, let's go back into the Nether. And I'm going to show you guys the Blaze Farm. I literally just finished this thing, so I'm a little sad that I'm probably going to be losing it, since I literally just completed it. So over here at this Nether Fortress is the Blaze Farm. Now, I kind of built it a little wrong. That's why you'll notice on the left it looks a little weird. How it's not a perfect square. It's got some blocks missing. And you'll notice how some of the blocks are a little weird down below there. That's because I made it originally one block too big on the sides and in the back. And the lava didn't flow properly. But I fixed that, mostly. I fixed it enough, you know? And so now the lava flows properly. And while the blazes can still get caught on the ledge there, they usually don't, because they are attracted to killing me. So all I have to do is come down here, and I can kill me some blazes. Nice and easy. And have an unlimited amount of blaze rods. Just a little AFK spot, nothing fancy, just a place to sit and stay while the blazes spawn. And then you have as much blaze rods as you need. I finished building this yesterday, so I was really pleased with it, and I'm a little sad that I'm not really going to make much use of it. let's head on back to the overworld. Take one final look around town. Ow. And that's pretty much it. There's a couple of other little mines here and there, some random structures. Most of it doesn't really matter. What matters is everything here in this village. This beautiful tower that I built, this beautiful Christmas tree, these wonderful automated farms, my busted up witch's hut for some reason. Oh, what the hell happened there? And everything else in this awesome, awesome little place that a small community of about 6 or 7 players really built up to have a nice, quaint, and just fun village in Minecraft. Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed the tour of this village. I know I've enjoyed playing in this village. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope I get the chance to play in it some more. But in the meantime, I'll be moving over to single player so that I can finish that Yawning Portal build, do my own little survival series where I don't have to worry about the server going away. And I hope you guys like everything that comes in the future. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more content, please subscribe. And I will catch you all next time. Until then, stay crazy.